Hey everybody, how's it going? So the big day is finally here. This is the video that I've been waiting for so long to be able to bring to you guys, and this is the video where I get to actually reveal the truck and trailer in its final setup. This is the way it is and will be for quite some time, and it's taken us a little while to get to where we are now, but we're so excited that it's finally done, and it's, you know, it's just incredible. The work that was done is impeccable. I have to take my hat off to the crew over at Valley, everybody out there that had their hands in it. Buzz in the driveline shop, Dion and Brent that actually worked on the truck, Bob that supervised that project, Angie also, everybody. You know, the experience was so great working with everybody up at Valley, and they took real good care of us, and the truck came out wonderful. So I'm not going to keep talking for too much longer. I'll basically go over what it was that we had done. I know that a lot of you guys have been keeping up with the small videos I posted in the pictures, but I'll actually show you everything that they did and the ins and outs. So like I said, I've been waiting a long time, so I'm pretty excited. I'm like a kid in a candy store right now. So without further ado, here's the walk around of the completed project. Before I show you the reveal, two things I want to cover. I get asked this question a lot, so I'm going to go ahead and cover them now. First thing is wheelbase. The wheelbase for this vehicle is now 307 inches, and that's measured from the center of the steer axle to the center drive axle. So when you see it, you'll see three axles back here, and the center of the middle one is where that's measured to. So 307 inches. The second thing is our empty weight. Right now on 8 axles, we weigh 42,280 pounds, and that is with everything as full and as heavy as we can get it. We can't fit another drop of fuel in any of the tanks or DEF. We've got all the stuff that we normally carry, so that is the heaviest we will ever be. Our normal weight when picking up a load is probably about 800 pounds lighter than that. So with that setup, we can do 112,000 pounds on the deck, give or take. So that's why we do this. We're a single point articulation vehicle, 8 axles, and we can do some stupid heavy weight without having multi-axle setups and dealing with even bigger overweight permits, escorts for being over length, and just the general headache that is having to set up multi-axle trailers. So I just wanted to run through those really quick. Without further ado, again, here's the reveal. Okay, so starting from the front, I guess I'll just go over wheels and tires. I know I had mentioned that they were getting changed. I kept saying heavy duty front wheels and tires because I didn't know how to describe them using words. But anyways, the difference is these are your factory wheels are 22.5 by 8 1/4. These are 22.5 by 9. And we went up to a 315/80 front tire. These are Bridgestone M860s, and so far they've been great. I've noticed a pretty sizable difference in actually the handling of the truck given the bigger tires. So under the hood, we had a little bit of work done. We had the transmission got pulled out, and they put in a heavy duty clutch. They also replaced our input shaft, which was a little bit worn. They took the stock bullet cooler off, which is the transmission cooler that uses your coolant from the motor to cool it. They took that off and changed it to an air cooler. So I told you we had the catwalk extended. This is all filthy right now. We have not gotten a chance to get any of that stuff polished, so that will all get polished out, and it'll look like just as shiny as the tanks here shortly. That's about it. You know, they did add another step on the other side, just identical to this one, just to kind of even it out. And then here's the money shot. Here's the money maker right here. This furthest axle back is the axle that we had added. So these were our factory drives with our primary drive and everything, and then what they did was they actually cut the frame right just in front of where you see the suspension mount. They cut the frame and they added 7 feet of outer frame and 10 feet of inner frame, and then they cut it all down in the back. Let me see if I can get under here. I'm not sure how well you'll be able to see it without the lighting. When you look at it, you can't tell at all where the frame was cut or where any of the welds were adding the new frame. I mean, it was just, it's incredible. So this is this third axle runs independent on its own air suspension, so they tapped into the air in front of these axles, so it feeds itself independently of these two axles, which means we can also dump this. So one of the issues you run into when you do a tag axle, or I'm sorry, not a tag axle, a dead axle, is this axle is actually supporting weight that normally our factory drive axles would be supporting. So what happens is if you get into like a weird hill or some bad weather with some, you know, oily roads and wet pavement or icy pavement, because that is taking weight off of your drive axle, you can actually run into a lot of traction issues. So we plumbed this so that it can dump independently of these two axles. So from a switch in the cab, I can dump that rear axle, which will transfer all the weight up to our actual drive axle and give us more traction if we need to. Other than that, the axle stays filled and on the ground at all times. So got a new flag, by the way, America. The trailer's the same, nothing changed on the trailer, obviously. There's absolutely nothing to be done with that. So yeah, you know, there's so much to talk about. I mean, we obviously we added the fenders. There are so many little ins and outs that were put into this project that you know, we changed some plans a couple times here and there throughout the process, and the fabrication crew just kind of rolled with it and got us exactly what we wanted. There's not a thing on here that was a corner was cut or anything like that. So we're super excited. We're on our way to Houston to pick up our next load. Unfortunately, it's not a heavy load, but it's still gonna be a fun one. And I'm not gonna leak any secrets about that until it's on the trailer, because that's gonna be a fun one. So stay tuned for that. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know that I've been super excited to bring you guys this video finally, and looking forward to going out there and doing some real big stuff. So stay tuned. Thanks.